I'm Ryan Bertrand. You're watching The Ugly Inside.
Welcome along to our end of season reviews, and we're here to talk about whom everybody have an opinion of. The manager, Claude Puel's first season in charge, by some boys that are quite famous on YouTube, aka the Red Stripez.
Hello.
Hello. And Dan from Fan thanks for joining me, mate. So Claude Puel, I mean, you've been very vocal on our Fan Cam. Start off, summarise this season, first of all.
So, in terms of the start of the season, I thought we started quite well. We went on quite a good streak, obviously we lost to Man United, but Man United, it was their big day on Sky Sports. Our first two home games weren't exactly amazing, but the football, in terms of keeping possession, was quite good. And it wasn't like in those games that we hadn't created any chances, it was our strikers weren't finishing them. So I think that's been much the same most of the season, bar the last few weeks where we've seen some part of the bus sort of stuff. But overall, for your first season in England, for the most games we've played in, I don't know how many years during a season, to get to a cup final, to finish what looks to be 8th place, definitely confirmed in the top 10. If people think this is a bad season, bring on the good season, do you know what I mean? So I think it's been an okay season. And
boys, you've got the berets. What have you made of our French manager this season?
Well, let's not say he hasn't brought much charisma to the Premier League as some managers. Let's not say that he's brought any of that, but he's done an okay job under tough circumstances. You know, he's lost Van Dijk, Austin. You know, and like Dan was saying, we've been playing the most amount of games we've ever had to play in a season. But look at what's happened on paper. We're possibly 10th's the worst we can do, 8th's the best at the moment, and that's a great season. League Cup final, Europe. Fair enough, we went out of Europe a bit early, and I'm a little bit disappointed about that. But that's because no one could hear our beautiful song, you know, as long as we wanted. So you know, but I think it's been a great season. You know,
it's been a difficult season though. I mean, as you say, yeah, 4 competitions, lots of games, and the squad's been stretched.
Yeah, I think it's a bit sad really that it feels like we haven't really been winning games as convincingly, even when we have won them. We haven't really put teams to the sword, you know, and that's...
I think that comes down, like to what I said, the finishing. Our finishing has been atrocious this season. Our top goal scorer has been out for 6 months.
I feel we missed Pella.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a lot of things that we can discuss here. Obviously, Claude, some of the comments coming from our other videos, so that he's been given a rough hand this season, and the fact that we've lost players like Pella, lost players like Wanyama, Mane, our goals from last season.
44 goals last season.
There you go, those are the stats. You know, I mean, I don't think Claude's probably got the best out of the squad that he has this season.
Well, when we signed Redmond and he started playing him up front, you started to think, yeah, could this be our Mane replacement, you know, but he hasn't quite got that flair and the goal scoring ability there, has he? I mean, he's getting better in that position as time goes on, so hopefully next season, you know, he might...
He's still
hit the ground running.
He's been around for a while, but he's still, you know, he's only just coming out of the England under-21 setup, so he's still plenty of time to develop and play on, and he's got his England call-up.
The thing is, you can't have it all. Do you know what I mean? You can't. I think there was a stronger team last season, hands down. But if you've given the new manager, you know, a reason to play more youngsters and younger players, then you can't expect the same results. So in the end, which one do you want?
Yeah.
You can't. You know.
Difficult first season. The way that I see it, he's had 4 objectives, right? The first one, finish out of the group stages of the Europa League. That was not ticked at all. A very disappointing campaign in that regard. Second one for me, a good cup run. You can say he's ticked that box almost wholeheartedly, but fell at the final hurdle. Third one, bringing through a lot of other youngsters, tick that box completely, but that's due to circumstances. And the fourth one for me, top 10 finish, and you can say, no, that's ticked already. So on paper, it looks like it's a half a job completed.
I think it's just steady. You know, we sum the whole season up as steady. Pretty forgettable though, unfortunately.
The cup final was great, wasn't it? stolen, really. You know, that was a plus point. I refuse to be excited about the 2-1 win against Inter Milan because they were a weakened side going through turmoil. So, but it's still great to beat Inter Milan 2-1. You know, those are sort of the highlights of the season, I think.
I mean, yeah, if you look at it, you know, we've got historic wins against United, a cup final, you know, wins in Europe, but to outnumber that are too many disappointments, right?
It's tricky, obviously. You say it's a disappointment. I think, again, it's all our own fault. I keep saying it's the finishing. Every single one of those European games, we had a chance to win. We didn't win it. Penalties, we've had penalties. We don't take them. We just. It's. I don't think it's all manager to blame, personally. I think some of the players have got to take a look at themselves and think, I should be taking these chances.
And I think the most disappointing thing about this season, and the reason why people are so vocal about the manager, is the fashion of our football this season. It's been side-to-side passing, you know, not very attacking, and we've come to grow up and love Southampton attacking. But Claude Puel, this is his first season since Southampton had come back into the Premier League, and we've, you know, pegged down that position.
Well, let's just say that we do win against Stoke on Sunday. You know, it's an almost exact match to what Mopo achieved, isn't it, in one season? You know, yet we were gutted to see him leave, but we want Puel out.
And to his credit, really, he's achieved it with a weaker team than last season. I don't think the board have actually spent. I don't think they've replaced the players we lost. And when you know, factor that in, and you think, well, it's good of him to have come in and done what he'd done, because there's probably other people that would have taken us down under those circumstances.
Yeah, Harry.
Yeah. Yeah, difficult season for Claude in the first season, but let's summarise then, Dan. Out of 10, how would you rate his season, mate?
So we go on the ones that you said. Top 10 finish, done it. Young players through, done it. Good cup run, best cup run we've had for years, done it. The European, bit iffy. Style of football we'll add into there, so 2 down, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it's good to see Jack Stevens coming through and like really getting bedded into the team now. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next season with Van Dijk back. You know, who's going to play in the back four then? You know, is he going to have to sit on the bench a bit more then? Also, Josh Sims started quite a lot, and Sam McQueen started the season, but they're not as frequent now.
But does that just give the board an opportunity to not spend money?
I think they're going to have to now. If they want to be serious with European qualification next season, like they've stated recently, they're going to have to keep the squad they've got. You know, not sell Van Dijk, which, you know, I think I've read somewhere that Kruger said that we're not a selling club anymore. We're not in a position to sell.
Crew are going to sign him.
Crew are going to, Crew are going to sign him. Yeah.
Okay, out of 10 then, boys.
Oh yeah, solid 7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, I agree with you. 7.
Middle of the road, almost. But that's it for part 2 of the Claude Puel end of season review. Leave us your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out the first part of the end of season reviews, where we sit down with a few other fans. But leave us your likes, leave us your comments in below, and subscribe for more.